Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV. Yes, I'm having internet trouble at the moment, so hopefully this won't be too bad. I'm temporarily using another network at the moment. I won't get my full broadband back till the 14th of May, so apologise now if the stream goes a bit weird or if it freezes or whatever. It's beyond my control, unfortunately. Anyway, before we get to the show, if you do like what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel up the search, so please do give it a like. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come and be part of this great community. Also, hit that bell notification. That will tell you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows. If you want to become a member, it's 99p. You can do that by clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, do that in chat by clicking the $sign as well. So yes, it's match day. Away at Burnley. It's going to be a tough game. But you know what? Why can't we go there and win? Absolutely. Let's get into some comments first of all. And see what's happening in the chat. Trolls says, hi, Tony. Hi to you, Trolls. Hope you're well, mate. Hope everything's well, says Mad Mag. Yeah, just I've got no proper broadband, mate. I've got to wait till the 14th of May, which is a bit of a pain, to be fair. Very, very frustrating. Hi, Tony, says Ian. Good afternoon, Ian. I hope you're well, mate. Afternoon, says Mason. Good afternoon, mate. Lee says, afternoon, Tony and everyone. Come on, the Mighty Toon Army. Absolutely. And by the way, guys, I had to do a pre-record last night just as a test. I am missing doing these live shows more regular. But as I say, I can't do nothing about it at the moment. Mason says, Birmingham have gone 1-0 up. Wow. So, if Leicester win and Birmingham win, then Blackburn will go down to League One. What a day in the Championship it is, isn't it? I've just seen the Birmingham goal there. Ipswich are currently winning 2-0 at the moment. We can see they are coming up. And, it'll be nice to see Ipswich back up in the Premier League. The Sir Bobby Robson derby. But also we've got not just Sir Bobby Robson we've had from Ipswich, but we've got we've got other players that's come from there. Daryl Murphy, he played for Ipswich. Kieran Dyer, Darren Ambrose, Titus Bramble, to name but a few. So, we've had a good relationship with Ipswich down the years. And look, it'll be a great time to have them back in the Premier League. And I'll tell you about that, Maury Hutchinson, he'll be one player to watch in the Premier League. The ex-Chelsea man, he looks a good prospect, and he'll be one to watch next season. And if he hits the ground running in the Premier League next season, I can see him being hot property. Paul says, afternoon, Tony. I'm going 2-1 today. Nice one, Paul. Afternoon to you as well, mate. I hope you're well indeed. So I mean, look, we've seen some interesting things happening this week in terms of players that we're looking at, and transfers, things like that. Torsten's another one that's come into the equation at the moment. Look, I like this lad. I really do. I think he's a cracking defender. And he seems to be quite interesting coming to us. Let's hope that's the case, because for a free transfer, he'll be an absolute gem of a signing. Let's be honest. Yes, as much as we're not really keen on Lloyd Kelly coming, but at the end of the day, with Lloyd Kelly, it just adds a little bit of squad depth, doesn't it? So, apparently we're linked with, apparently we've put a formal bid in for Giorgio Momodashvili, a keeper that I really rate highly. It looks like, obviously, Dubravka could go in the summer, which, to be honest with you, I'm not upset if Dubravka goes in the summer. He's been a great servant. But if we got Momodashvili and Pope, we have two top quality goalkeepers on our books. So, and the other thing is, well, yes, I know people might say, well, would one of them want to be second fiddle? No, probably not. But you've got to accept competition at the end of the day. And if that's what the competition's going to bring, then you've got to have that level of competition. So if you've got two top quality keepers, it's great for rotation as well. So you could have one playing in the cup games, one playing in the Premier League. So you've got that quality. But yeah, definitely Momodashvili does certainly seem up there as he is a cracking keeper, let's be honest. And he's only 23, so he's got a long time to go before he's even at the peak of his career as well. I mean, the rumours are that Dougie Freedman's very high up on the list now as a director of football. I'm not sure what I make of that, if I'm honest. But I still see Paul Mitchell could come in. He could be head of football operations, working with Dougie Freedman, working under him. So I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Anybody else happy about the Dougie Freedman situation? I know it's not a name that excites, but we've got to trust the process. Yabba Dabba Doo says, hi, Tony. Hi to you, mate. I hope you're well. Oliver says, who's winning? Ipswich are currently 2-0 up over Huddersfield, and I think Southampton are still beating Leeds 2-1 as well. And nice to see you, mate. And do hit that subscribe and that like as well. Thank you. Yabba says it covers injury crisis. Absolutely, mate. It does. Yeah, definitely. It definitely does that as well. You know, and I know we moan about a couple of freebies, thinking, oh well, you know, we've got owners who are wealthy. Yes, we know they're wealthy. That's the thing. We know the owners are wealthy, but at the end of the day, we've got to make sure we've got the strength as well. We don't want to end up in a situation where we haven't got the strength and depth either. Because look what's happened this season. We've now got no share for the rest of the season. I would play Alex Murphy today, but I think he's going to play Kraft, if I'm honest. It'd be great getting a few free transfers, making the spend better. Life him. Yavas says, I'm saying 5-0. Isak 5. Wow, I would love to see that. That would be brilliant. Don't want Dougie. We need some better if we have to progress. Yeah, I agree as well, Trolls. I mean, I'm like I say, I'm not 100% set on Friedman. You know, I look at that and I think, well, what's his qualities? You know, yes, we know he's did very well for you know, Palace. He's brought some good players to Palace. I mean, likes of Eze, you know, things like that, players like that. But you know, and Elise, but yeah, we should be aiming higher, shouldn't we? But there again, you never know. It depends how good of a guy, what he's done in his interview as well. Manda will be better. She can do a great job. Do you have Specsavers? Craig says Arsenal YouTube channel disillusional. Says Bruno wants to leave and they can get 60 million. Do you know what? They are delusional. These Arsenal fans, they really are. They're absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I see what you mean. They are the delusional, but you know, it's they're not getting Bruno. Why would Bruno go to Arsenal? You know, I can't see him going there to be. So yeah, but we'll wait and see. I'm sure he'll stay. Plus, I'm sure he's still on loan at Ipswich if they haven't bought him. Oh, okay. I thought he'd signed for them permanently. I'm sure I've seen on SofaScore that he'd actually signed for them permanently. I may be wrong. He may only be on loan. But he looks a cracking player. He really does. He's only 20 years of age, so you know he's got a long way to go in the game. Yes, you're right. He is on loan. So I do apologise. He is on loan to Ipswich. Yes, he's on a season-long loan. I can see him being hot property, but hopefully Ipswich will take him back on loan, and then people might want him. I certainly rate him. I think he looks good. I mean, yeah, you can see he looks good in the Championship, but I don't know. He wouldn't look out of place in the Premier League, not with some of the goals he can score. Lee says 4-1, Gordon, Isak hat-trick. Nice one, Lee. Chris Maxwell. Obviously, he's used to playing in promotion clinchers because the last time he played in a game where a team needed to win to clinch promotion, that was against us at St James's Park when he played for Preston in 2016 when we beat Preston at home when Rafa the Gaffer was the manager. So just looking at Leicester, and they are losing 1-0 to Blackburn now. Wow. Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Swansea's missed a penalty. I got a golden boot when I bet on Isak, 38 goals. Wow. Was it a sheep pen, mate? Get me caught. I mean, I see Goldbridge is having a meltdown about Arsenal's penalty as well. Alan says, good day, Tony and chat. Good day to you, Alan. Hope you're well. Arsenal fans more backwards than going forwards. No cases, absolutely. Hi, Tony and all. Good afternoon to you, Wayne. I hope you're well, mate. Yeah, Blackburn winning. Problem. I mean, I thought Leicester would be winning that because it's a chance to get to 100 points, isn't it? So I'm surprised. Blackburn are ahead. But maybe a lot of Leicester players are on the beach now. As Greaves said in football, it's a funny old game, absolutely. I mean, Leicester are going to come up with a points deduction next season, aren't they? You know, it's just wrong. It really is wrong. Absolutely disgraceful. So we're just a minute away from less than a minute now away from the team news. You know, we're looking forward to seeing the team. I mean, we know Nick Pope's there, which is great news, isn't it, to see that Nick Pope's at the ground. Will he play? And Mickey's there as well. Will he play? I doubt it. They'll be on the bench, I think. I'll be very surprised if they're in the starting lineup, if I'm honest with you. So we're just awaiting the team news now. It should be here in a moment anyway. So it's not quite 2 o'clock yet anyway. But I'm sure once it hits 2 o'clock, we will find out who is in and who is out. It would be nice if Pope was playing from the start, but I wouldn't want to see. I wouldn't want to see him starting in case he does his shoulder again. We can't have him doing his shoulder. Right, it's 2 p.m. Let's see if this all-important team news is out now, and hopefully it is. And then we can get the team news. And it is. Right, okay. This is the team news. Dubravka in goal. We're going with a back four of Tino Livramento, Emil Kraft, Dan Burn, and Lewis Hall. Midfield 3 is Longstaff, Bruno, and Anderson, because I'm trying to work out the way they've got this. Sorry, Anderson's not playing. I'll tell you what, they've done this wrong. I'm just going to read out the names anyway. So we got Dubravka in goal, Wilson, Gordon, Isak, Kraft, Hall, Livramento, Murphy, Byrne, Longstaff, and Bruno. On the bench, Nick Pope, Paul Dummett, Joe Linton, Matt Ritchie, Harvey Barnes, Almiron, Anderson, White, Alex Murphy. What a bench. What a bench, guys and girls. Look, I'll get that team news on screen for you in just 1 second. I mean, look, I just hate the way we're doing this. Why do we keep doing this in numerical order? It really does throw everybody. It's absolutely thrown everybody, the way they do this in this numerical order. Just put it out there as the way it is. I'm sure they just do it to confuse everybody. But I'll pop this up on screen. There we go. And there is the team news on the screen for you right now. I'm going to have a look at Sky and see how they've set this one up, because I'm surprised Anderson's even on the bench, if I'm honest. Right, so we're going with Livramento, Kraft, Byrne, and Hall at the back. Jacob Murphy, Bruno, and Sean Longstaff is the midfield 3. On the right wing is Callum Wilson, a right winger. Okay. Alexander Isak and Gordon on the left. Now, I'm not being funny. Why are we starting Callum Wilson? He's just come back. The last thing we need is Wilson getting injured now. If we want to sell him in the summer, we need to keep a hold of him. So anyway, Burnley line up with Muric in goal, Assignon, Darashe, Esteve, and Vitinho at the back 4. Then in front of them is Sander Berge and Josh Cullen. Then in the midfield 3 of Odebear, Josh Brownhill, and Brun Larson, who's a good player, by the way. And then Lyle Foster is up front for them as well. So let me know your thoughts of the team. What's your thoughts on that team? I think it's a very good lineup. Um, and look, it's the strength we've got on the bench, and hopefully we'll see some of these players come off the bench and get some minutes as well. Nice to see Joe Linton come back, because that would be a welcome sight, wouldn't it, to have Joe Linton back in the side. So I will pop the Burnley side up there as well in just a second or two, or maybe three. There we go. So there's the Burnley line up there. Um, it's 2-0 Arsenal, says Mason. Arsenal fans are delusional, says Yaba, and think they can boss us to get stuffed. Absolutely. Tell them where to go. Mag Debate says Toon to you, mate. I hope you're well. Great bench, absolutely, Ian, absolutely. Why is Longstaff playing Joe? Well, the thing is, Joe Linton's just come back. We can't really start him, but hopefully we'll take him off in the second half. I still don't know why we're starting Wilson, if I'm honest. I wanted to see Gordon, Isak, and Bonds as a front three. Don't want Wilson there, but again, is this going back to Eddie Howe and his favourites again? And this is the thing; he's got to stop this. Really, looks a strong bench. Best players need to attack and get. Yeah, absolutely. Great. Is it not 4-4-2 for us? Says Gary D. Well, Gary, according to Sky, it's 4-3-3. So, yeah, your guess is as good as mine. It could be 4-4-2. Wilson in the shop window. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, absolutely. Paul says that's a fantastic bench. We can change a lot. They'll be frightened by the second half. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Good bench, says Craig. Absolutely, Craig. Definitely a good bench. Longy seems to have a lot of picks and house precarious situations since he's again give right first half at least. Yeah, absolutely. I think Longstaff will leave in the summer anyway, if I'm honest, because we've got Tonali back in the summer. Starting to think how in Longstaff are an item, says Andrew. Everyone was calling for Wilson and Isak to start. Chill, Tony. No, I know that, Jake. But he's just come back from injury, and I don't want Callum Wilson picking up another injury. I would have thought just gently get him back into the team. But, it is what it is. Let's hope he just gets through the game without an injury. Andrew says, he's a shit man. Let's get them pezzled. They're not a bad side, Andrew. They're playing well lately. Look, they've got a point at Old Trafford. And that wasn't a fluke. They played very well at Old Trafford. Tiger says, who's the midfield three? Bruno, Longshite and Murphy, yeah. Longstaff to Leeds. Well, that depends if Leeds get promoted, because it looks like Leeds are going to have to do through the playoffs now. So, Wilson wants to start to get in the Euros, says Tiger. Yeah, possibility. Hopefully he can get the last 4 games. Yeah. Hopefully he plays these last 4 games, Wilson, and then he's in the shop window for for any clubs in the summer who might want to come in and say, do you know what, we need a striker? Bang, Callum Wilson. I know Eddie Howe's previously said it'll cost a lot to replace him, but it's not the fact it's going to cost a lot to replace him. It's the fact is we need somebody who's dependable, who we can say, right, okay, we know he's going to be fit for most of the season. We know every player gets injuries. Yes, it's part and parcel of the game, getting an injury. But when you get an injury after injury after injury after injury, it's time to say, look, thank you, Callum. You've been great for us, but off you go. Even if you went to a West Ham, maybe, or even if we went back to Bournemouth, say, the end of the day, it's just, I think now he's dropping down a bit now. And age is catching up with him as well. At the moment, who does now play Man U? Yeah, absolutely. Why have Bournemouth had a ball? I don't know. I've not got the game on. I've got the Ipswich game on, just watching that. Absolute joke. I mean, look, the penalty they got was apparently precarious as well. It wasn't really a great penalty that they got, was it? So again, we'll just have to wait and see. If we don't win today with the players we have available, then we don't deserve Europe, says Tiger. Do you know what, Tiger? I think you're absolutely right, mate. But I think we'll be all right. I really do. Look, we need to win today. And what we do know is Man United have got to go to Palace on Monday night at 8 o'clock. Now, as I said in my preview last night, I think all us Toon fans on Monday night will be Crystal Palace fans, because we'll all be shouting for Palace to win on Monday night. And I'll tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if Palace absolutely take Man U apart and beat them. And I hope they bloody well do. Because if we win today, we go 2 points ahead of Man U. And if we go 2 points ahead of them and they lose on Monday to Palace, the next game is Arsenal next weekend. We've got Brighton. So we beat Brighton, they lose to Arsenal, we open up a gap on them, and then we've got them to play as well away at Old Trafford. We can go there and beat them at Old Trafford. The end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, if we win these next 4 games, we finish 6th regardless. So if we win the next 4 games, we finish above Man United. So let's put that in the context. 4 games. You know, Burnley today, yes, a tough game, but I believe we can get a win there. Brighton, they're not really playing well at the minute. They're absolutely woeful at the moment. I don't know what the hell's gone wrong at Brighton. They are really bad at the moment. So there's another team we can beat next week. You know, then obviously we've got Man United away. We can beat them away. And then Brentford, last game of the season away. Brentford are probably safe, so they'll probably have nothing to play for. So, you know, we can go there and go and get the win. So I'm sure we'll be fine. If we don't get 3, what's Team Tony? There you go, Alan. We think it's a 4-4-2. So we're thinking Dubravka in goal. Obviously, Tino, Kraft, Burn, Hall. Midfield 4 then would be Murphy on the right wing. Longstaff, Bruno, and Gordon on the left, with Wilson and Isak up front. But the way Sky have got it, they've got it down as a 4-3-3 formation. So the 4-3-3 is obviously in front of Dubravka. You've then got you've got the back 4 of Livramento, Burn, Kraft, and Hall. Then they've got the midfield Sky, by the way, Murphy, Longstaff, and Bruno, with Wilson as a right winger, Gordon on the left and Isak in the middle. But that's the way they've got it anyway. So again, we'll see what happens. I'm sure we'll see which way we'll line up. We're just doing it to confuse the opposition. Trevor says, can I say well done to Ipswich, as they deserve to go up, my team don't. Yeah, well said, Trevor. They've done very well. And Kieran McKenna's going to be a man who people are wanting as a manager. He was only a coach at Man United, and he's gone there, and you know he's done well for Ipswich. He really has. I hope in some ways Ipswich keep the manager, and if he has a great season next season in the Premier League, I can see him being snapped up by a bigger club, if I'm honest. Because he won't. He reminds me a lot of Eddie Howe, Kieran McKenna. Very meticulous in his work, and you can see, and he's only 37 years of age. Ex-Tottenham youth player. The big worry for me is our 3 games we have left as away. I'm not worried, Trolls. We can win them. We can win them. Can't see the subs. Okay, I'll move the comments in a moment. Brighton is at home, Trolls. Yes, but the game today is away. Yeah, it's away. But do you know what? I think we'll be absolutely fine. There's the team lineup there. There's the substitutes there as well. Substitutes bench is Pope, Dummett, Joelinton, Ritchie, Barnes, Almiron, Anderson, White, and Alex Murphy. Obviously, no Karius on the bench now. Possibly because Karius is going in the summer. It wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't appear on the bench ever again this season. Now, maybe he's done now. Wouldn't surprise me if Pope gets a run out sometime in the second half. If we're winning this game comfortably, I can see and bringing Pope on to give him some minutes, give him a feel of the game. I think Joelinton could come on in the second half, maybe for Longstaff. Barnes may come on for Wilson. Wilson might only get an hour, just to get his fitness back, just get some minutes in Wilson's legs. So not bad at all. Maybe Ritchie gets a few. Maybe Almiron comes on for a few minutes as well and gets some minutes in the legs as well. And then maybe Matt Ritchie will make an appearance as well. But Matt Ritchie, when he comes on, can be a nuisance to other teams, can't he? So yeah, Big Joe's on the bench. Trolls, yeah. Mary, hi Mary, hope you're well. This afternoon, I'll see the team sheet. All you can see as well. Absolutely, Mary. Andrew says no negativity. Burnley are getting it 6-0. Oh, Andrew, you're lowering your standards, Andrew. You normally go 7-0. So, okay, Andrew's thinking Burnley's going to be a little bit tougher. We might only get 6. Trevor says, do you hear Everton are being investigated or their match against Forest? I've not heard that. We know Mark Clattenburg's resigned as the referee technician now at Forest, which was a bit of a controversial appointment to say the least. It'd be like us hiring Clattenburg to be our referee analyst, and people will be saying, "Oh, well, hang on, he's a Geordie. He's going to say, oh yeah, that should have been this and that for Newcastle," So yeah, I thought it was a bit of a controversial appointment, if I'm honest. And I know there's a rumour going around that Everton could face administration as well because over this takeover of the 777 partners, which isn't looking great at all. So it could plunge the club into administration. So again, they could be on another points deduction, and that'll be one deduction they cannot appeal. Once you go in administration, you have to accept the points deduction. So they could be facing a 10-point deduction. Isak's about to cook. Yes, he is. I think players could get a run out in the second half, Holly, if I'm honest. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we wait and see on that, but we can't wait for it, can we? We can't wait for the game to start. Oh, that's an off time, Tony. All right, okay then. Even Trolls are saying I'm disappointed in you, Andrew. There you go. See, even Trolls knows that. Yeah, you got a bet on it, Andrew. I wonder what. Well, we'll have a look at the bet odds in a moment because we always like to have a look at the bet odds, don't we? We always like to have a bit of a. Although we bet last I had bet builder and I had Gordon to score assist, which he did, and I had him down to score a goal, and then Eddie Howe bloody takes him off. So it was like, oh jeez, but never mind. But I did cash out when Man U were winning. Thank God I did because Burnley equalised not long after. May stick £1 on it. Everton New Ground could end up a Merseyside rugby club at other venues. Yeah. Holly says, I'm glad our bench is looking strong and better. Absolutely, Holly. It's great, isn't it? Andrew says, Arsenal do me heeding. Don't want them Cockneys winning it. I think City wins it anyway. City's got a gear in hand. City's just got to win every game and they've won the league. Simple. What about JC was on Wednesday drinking when the Dortmund fans were showing he needs sacking from Sky. But yeah, so as I say, we'll have a look at the odds now and see what the odds are for the game, and where's it worth sticking a bet on? Maybe a daft pound. Maybe you want to bet on Andrew's you know 6-0 scoreline. I don't know what you'd get for that. But I'm about to have a look, and I'm sure we'll find out what you'll get for that. Anyway, Burnley to win is 12-5, 3-1 for the draw, 19-20 for us to win. So basically, we are the favourites to win this game. Goal scorers. If you want the favourite for the first goal scorer for Burnley is Jacob Brun-Larsen at 15-2. If you want an outsider, Estevie is 80-1 for Burnley. Alexander Isak is 7-2 for first goal, or 10-11 any time. Callum Wilson's 9-2 for first goal, or 11-10 any time. Anthony Gordon's 8-1 first goal, or 9-4 any time. If you want to say bet, Livramento 50-1 for the first goal, at 18-1 any time. Mary's favourite one is player to be carded for yellow cards. So yellow cards. Assignon is the favourite at 13-8 to be the first player carded, or to be carded in the game. As far as Newcastle are concerned, Bruno is 9-4 to be carded, and it wouldn't surprise me if he is. Ipswich have just made a weird substitution on 89 minutes. They've took off their goalkeeper and brought on another keeper. So, yeah, that's just to give somebody minutes, probably. Dan Burns 10-3 for a yellow card as well. If we look at correct scores, Andrew went for 6-0. So for us to win 6-0, it's 150-1. There you go, Andrew. Get a daft pound on that. You might win 150 quid if it comes in. If you fancy a game that's full of goals, then for 5-3, for us, you'll get 100-1. If you want us just to win 4-0, then it's 33-1. With Martin Dubravka in goal, I doubt we keep a clean sheet. So, looking at the score I'm going for, my score prediction is 3-1, and that is 12-1 you get for that one. If Burnley want to win that game 3-1, it's 20-1 to them. For Burnley to beat us 6-1 is 250-1. So, that that's not going to happen. Well, you hope it's not going to bloody happen anyway. Mary wants to know about red cards. Let's see if I can find red cards. Come on, where's the red cards? Oh, first player to be carded is Assignon at 15-2. He's the favourite. So, player to be sent off, Assignon is favourite at 28-1. For Newcastle, 33-1, you get Bruno sent off. If you want an outside bet, Sean Longstaff to get sent off is 80-1. So as I always say, if you do put any bets on, you do put a bet on, bet responsibly. Never chase your losses. Never chase your losses. And, always bet responsibly as well. Right, let's nip into some comments and see what people have to say. See what I mean? Arsenal told 100 million Alexander bid will be accepted. I doubt it very much. And Alexander Isak's very happy at Newcastle as well. So Arsenal getting Bruno and Isak, no chance. If Isak and Bruno went, if they sell them to Premier clubs, I'll be seething, says Andrew. Absolutely, Andrew. Disclaimers, when the fun stops, stop. Absolutely. 70 million for Isak. I'll have a laugh. Who gets a red? What's saying Isak is going to be? I don't know who's saying all this, Alan. Arsenal fans think he's going there. I don't think so. All the gunner YouTubers, yeah. What bet is on if the mod's getting this shade? Ian says, I don't pay attention to the rubbish they come out with about our players. The only reason they're coming out like this about the players is because Ipswich are now promoted to the Premier League, guys. So well done, Ipswich. You've made it to the Premier League. The Sir Bobby Robson Dobby is back next season, guys and girls. Well done, Ipswich Town. You know, remarkable when you think they've got promoted from League One last season. It's back-to-back promotions and they're in the Premier League. Yes, they'll have to invest in the summer, but I think if they invest in the summer with the manager they've got, I think they could do better than what the three sides done this season. So I think they could do well. They could be up there. Not maybe in the top half of the table, but they'll certainly survive, I think. So we'll probably see Ed Sheeran at St James's Park, not performing, but probably watching from the stands, his Ipswich Town team. 2-0 to Blackburn. Wow, well, that's Blackburn staying up. That looks like Birmingham's gone then, doesn't it? Birmingham are going to build a 60,000 seat stadium. Well, you're not going to fill that in League One, are you? Alan says, I don't pay attention to that team's YouTube. I've seen they want. Wait till that happens. Why would we sell Isak, says Bucko. Absolutely, mate. Why would we sell Isak? Why? We've got no reason to sell Isak. You know, we don't need to. Isak's already said he's happy at Newcastle. And not only is he happy at Newcastle, but he's happy with the project as well. So, absolutely. If you're new to the channel, mate, do it. That subscribe and do smash the like as well. Thank you. Congratulations, Ipswich. Absolutely. Arsenal fans think we have to sell, even though they have been told many times we don't. I just think it's hilarious listening to them. Congratulations, Ipswich, back in the Premier. Absolutely. Mary says, yep. It's funny listening to them. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. But yeah. But one person wants to make an appearance, so we'll put him on now. There he is. And it's Sean the Sheep. He's saying, please do smash that like. If you haven't smashed the like yet, please give it a thumbs up. It does help the channel. It means it stays near the top of the search, and it means new viewers find the channel more easily. So follow Sean the Sheep and do smash that thumbs up. If you are brand new to the channel, then hit the subscribe button. It is free to do so. Helps the channel grow. On the way towards 1200. And also hitting that bell notification. That tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. So as I say, I haven't quite done a lot of lives in that lately because obviously I'm having problems with broadband. Because I was with Vodafone and because I've left them during the cooling off period, they've disconnected me and I can't get disconnected with my new provider until the 14th of May, which makes things a bit awkward. So I'm having to piggyback off a neighbour's network. So sorry if it hasn't been the best, but I feel like it's been okay-ish. It's gone okay anyways. So, you know, we shall see. We shall see what happens anyway. But anyway, I've got the feeling we're going to win this game today, 3-1. That is my prediction. Because I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. Not with, as Brian, when he comes on here, calls him the Dutch hooker. That is Martin Dubravka. But let's hope. But one thing I don't want to see from Newcastle today, I don't want to see us fall behind and having to come out and score to go on and win the game that way. Start off on the front foot. Let us get the first goal and let's go on and bloody win the game. Let's stop going behind. We have to stop that. Plus, not only that, with Chelsea creeping up now, we can't afford to drop points now. That is the thing. We can't afford to drop the points, so we need to keep going, you know. Troll says, I'm not going to say that sounded like he needs a tissues. Paul says, wouldn't mind poaching Hutchinson from Chelsea. No, I wouldn't either. Kenneth says, Leif Davis looks an interesting left back. He does. Be interested to see how he does in the Premier League. Isak signed a new contract. Heard about that. Yeah, absolutely. Anne says, I seen the stat the other day that we got the toughest Champions League draw. 2 teams in the semi now. Then during that, both Manchester clubs and Chelsea and all the injuries. Yeah, absolutely. Congrats, Tony, and apologies for any childish behaviour. Hey, no problem at all. No problem at all, Mary. No worries at all. Don't you worry about that. We don't mind childish behaviour, do we? And Ian's laughing as well. Anyway, guys, remember, 2 of you are doing a watch along. I'm not sure if there's anybody else doing a watch along. Maybe Pete Proudlock is doing one. But 2 of you is doing one. So wherever you go for your watch alongs, do enjoy the watch along. Remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. Yes. Not long till we get rid of Castor. And then we say, hello, Adidas. Absolutely. Hello, Adidas. Bye-bye, Castor. You know, I'm not going to swear. I could say off Castor, but no, we'll say bye-bye to Castor in a few weeks' time, and we'll say hello to Adidas. Absolutely. So yes, so Castor will be off Wiedersehen in a few weeks' time. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the show. Don't forget to smash a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Now, I'll probably try and do a match reaction later. Might not be a live one. It might have to be a pre-record. Depends on how the network is behaving itself. But until then, do enjoy the game. And I will see you all later.